Come in.
Hi,
Good to
sir.
see you, intern. Hold on for 1 second. Jerry, thanks for the call back, bro slice. So here's what's cooking in my oven. CSI Mars. I know what you're thinking. Hear me out. Horatio was kidnapped 1 day before retirement by a group of Martians. They know he's the best detective in the world, can't be stopped. I know what you're thinking. Jumping the shark? Where there are no sharks on Mars, Bruckmeister? Yeah, boom. Opening scene. He awakes on a table, being probed. You know what he says? This is what he says. He takes off his glasses and he says, looks like this case is out of this world. Yeah, we sleep on him, buddy. Alright, hold on, man. Harmon, what's up, buddy? What's this I hear about you leaving the show? Come on, man, we need you. We just moved you to Fridays. I can feel it in my bones. This is the year of Greendale. Best move in the world, I'm telling you. Alright? Alright, what do you think on it? You think on it? Hey. 6 seasons in a movie. Yeah? Love you, bro. Yeah. Jerk. Writers, I tell you, man. So, what you got for me? What you got for me, kid? What you got for me? What you got for me? Got some good TV? I need it. I want it.
Well,
Let me see it. What you got?
Well, I do hope we have something here that is to your liking, sir.
Some scripts?
Yes, sir.
Did you see Avengers?
Sir.
Did you see Avengers, son?
Yes, sir. I did.
I want Avengers on my TV set, at home, in my living room, in my drawers. I want to see Avengers.
Yeah, yes, sir.
That's what people want. That's what the viewers need. How many of those scripts have superheroes in them?
None, sir.
God, that's disgusting.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Get that out of my face. Ugh.
Well, actually, sir, we do have one here about a fired surgeon who becomes a vigilante.
All right, I can spin this. Boom. He's a framed cop, disgraced, wants to clear his name, puts on a mask and a cape, inspired by a comic he used to read to his son.
Sir, that's the plot to the case.
The what?
That's the plot.
What's his surgeon's name?
Michael Winston, sir.
Too white. His name's Rick Swagger. He's a black guy. That's diversity right there. We get points for diversity. But he can't be funny. If he has a sense of humor, it's racist. Can't do that again.
Sir, that's just...
You know what? You're right. Black is yesterday. We want Chinese. Give me that guy from Hawaii 5-0.
Sir, he's Korean.
What?
He's Korean.
We need a twist. Something to close out season 1. Get the fans coming back.
Okay.
Yeah. What we got for that?
Well, isn't something like that the writer's job?
I like you, kid. You got spunk. Now let me give this kid a raise.
Oh really? Oh, God,
Totally.
sir.
We'll just take the cash out of Eureka special effects budget. They're canceled anyway. So, I watched J.J. Abrams on this.
Okay.
That kid craps out more gold than a horse that craps gold. Hold on for 1 second. JJ, she's talking about you, man. Love you, kid. Love you.
Okay.
Yeah, man, totally. Congrats on that final season. Here's what I'm thinking. The whole time, everybody has been on the island. Shh. You hear that? That's the sound of your mind being blown.
You done?
No, not yet.
Could have changed in between segments. You didn't wear the same clothes.
Well, I know I
It wasn't
could.
that difficult. Just iron beforehand, be ready.
I know,
Slow
but
it down.
I just kind of felt like it would be cool to quick change on camera.
No. You're slowing everything down. Come on, man.
Quick change like Clark Kent up in here in this piece. Before I was Mr. Geek Man doing the geek scene thing. Now,
In that case, I'm gonna eat because I'm hungry.
Now
so.
I'm Zell from Barnes Brothers TV.
Chiller. Be alright.
Yep. Hold on. Yeah.
You just really taking too long. I wouldn't have agreed to this if I know it was going to take this long.
I think it's taking the appropriate amount of time.
You done? All right, can we get started now?
I'm done.
Can we get started now?
Now we can get started. Boom. What's up, everybody? Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Go, let's go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, yeah. This is Space Rockin' with Jalen and Zell. All right, yeah, so let's get started. All right, obviously you saw on the skit, that was a parody of a TV executive. So basically, we were just thinking about last week that TV doesn't seem to take as many risks as, say, movies or video games do. Avengers is an example of a big risk just taken. They put all this money into making all these movies connect and then bringing in one with a budget superhero. Never been done before, of course. We talked about it already. We're going to keep going on about Avengers. But it was amazing and they pulled it off. So that was a big risk and it was able to pull it off. Same thing with video games. They're taking risks all the time. There's a great thing about video games. The creators, the developers, people, they really love what they do. You can see them always wanting to push the envelope, go to the next level, do something that's never been done before. You know, I mean, whether you like the game or not, I mean, look at indie games, indie developers are always trying to push and do something new and different. And every few years, there's something new, dynamic thing. Sometimes they create a new genre, a new type of game, and you never feel like that's ever really going to end. every year I'm expecting something new. Go to E3, get the big stuff, the basic stuff, but there's always going to be something new that I expect to see because it seems like game creators are really into making new stuff. But with TV, I don't feel like I see that as much. So we're kind of going to talk about that a little bit, and we want you guys to communicate back, send us comments and everything about what you think. We don't really seem to see as many risks being taken in TV shows as with everything else. I mean, what do you think about that?
As an interesting point as you were making that, what just popped in my mind is web series. Now, I think that, when we're talking about video games and we're talking about movies, those are exclusive to themselves in the sense of, okay, that's what it is. Now, you do have indie viz, you have indie versions of video games, the underdog developer trying to make it big, and you have, I guess you can have indie movies. But now we got the web. I mean, you had, I guess, any TV shows, but I'm thinking about it, and maybe we'll start to see more of that risk happen because when more of that risk happen, with web series or TV shows that are on the web, and that shows that are on TV who then port over to the web. I'm talking about web-based web series.
Like shows like The Guild, and you got those internet comedians who just do little clips and skits and that have shows. Us, for example.
So like, and that'd be the thing is since we've been doing Barnes Brothers TV, getting on YouTube, I've been doing a lot of research, looking at other people and stuff like that. So I realized how big it was. I didn't realize there was such thing as a YouTube star, or I didn't really know what a web series were. So I was like, wow, this is actually a legitimate market. This isn't something that I'm doing on YouTube because it's cheap and it's free. That's a whole other discussion. But what I'm getting at is maybe that's the whole idea. Take risk when maybe there's not much of a budget at stake. Because let's face it, you can have a big budget for a movie, but then once you pay that, you paid it. It's over. A TV show, you're not going to make one episode. And that's why especially these shows that have that are very CG heavy and have a lot of stuff going on. That's why, like with Smallville, you might have seen him do one superpower per episode. It was like, why in this situation isn't he lasering that thing? Well, that's because it costs $100,000 per being. Yeah. So, and you might only see him super speed off like that, and next thing he's walking again. It's like, why doesn't he do it all the time? Because it's not feasible for big time TV. So maybe that's a reason. The financial aspect may be a reason I don't see and all this cool, big, crazy stuff. Like the Avengers.
And I mean that's going to be with anything. That's why because even though we're saying video games and movies, you see that more risk being taken, but there's still overall you have like the idea of the big studio heads who really that's why you see so many sequels in movies because they really want to make sure for a fact that they're making money rather than do it. So you always have in every industry has this people who won't take risks and stuff like that. That's fine. I tend to see it more there. TV, like you said, it could be more of a risk because you gotta every fall, they have their new shows lined up. The show didn't do good last year, you cancel it, you get a new one in there. You're gonna hope this works because it's going to be ongoing things that keep their attention. And so they'll try little promotions and things, and if they don't work, then they never try it again. It's kind of like So if you have a new idea, you have a risk, and somehow you do get a network to try it. If it fails, never again will they try something like that because we're trying to make money. And I get that. I'm not knocking the whole business. Well, actually, I am knocking the business model. I should wrote a blog about that. How I think they need to change the business model for TV networks. But anyway, I get it. You make money. But, I'd like to see more risks being taken. I'm trying to think of a TV show, that I've seen take risks that were different, that were quirky, not necessarily like big graphics and superheroes and smashing and stuff like that. That's not what I mean by risky. Just something different that's never been done before. Everything's just kind of like, oh, whenever a new show comes out, look at it. Who was it that just pretty much all the networks right now are talking about the new lineups, and you can look at their little synopsises, whatever, of all their new shows.
You'll get it.
Whatever, of all the new shows, and you can see, oh, that's going to be that type of show. It's going to be that type of show. You pretty much already know the story beats is going to hit. Was a show like let's talk about Arrested Development. That was a quirky show that was different. I haven't really seen a comedy like that, and it got canceled because. And that's the other thing. Apparently, I guess we as viewers don't really want risky, new, different stuff because then the ratings drop and then stuff gets canceled. Well,
or the people who want it, it's more of a smaller
niche.
Group.
Yeah,
it is more of a niche thing.
Yeah,
which is back to the web thing. You can have a niche that's 1 million people. But
that wouldn't be anywhere near enough. On like a network, but on YouTube,
if you go on YouTube,
let's do it.
It's got 1 million hits. Oh my God, 1 million hits. Because one thing, you're covering more territory. You're all over the world for free, and I mean, there's so many other things you can do with it. Like you have lower budget, You know, so that's one thing. So so in defense, I guess in defense of the way things TV shows do, I understand because like every other medium we've listed, you can do one thing, make your money, and never have to do it again and be okay. You can make one blockbuster video game. Rocksteady made Arkham Asylum. They could have left it at that. Boom, made their money. Then they come back and make Arkham City. Boom, great game again, 2 times. But you have this show that's going on for what, 5 seasons. That's when a lot of times we start to see the okay, is the show gonna make it past number 5?
Yeah.
Sometimes when shows hit that
very stressful.
It's kind of like when you hit 5, it's either about to start winding down, or we're gonna try to make a push or do something else different. Like I listed Smallville before, a bit like, you know how you had that little. I don't know how Smallville made it season 2, honestly, because after season 5, going into some of those other mid seasons around 7, 8, it started to me getting kind of random, so people might start hating on me. But I was like, okay. Really?
But the whole era of the show changed.
The whole era of the show changed, but like you see, they were doing something different.
Yeah, and actually, let me say something about Smallville. Since you brought it up, Smallville was a show that took a risk. That Absolute Justice TV movie they did, which featured the entire Justice Society of America, which actually is kind of close, I guess, to how close as you would have gotten for Avengers on TV. It took all these superheroes and put them up there. It really didn't give them much introduction. And they actually raised their ratings up a lot. And I think it might have saved them enough to go on to have their next season. What was that, like season 9 when they did that? Or so that was pretty awesome. So that was a risk that was taken. I was really interested in that. You know, it wasn't enough to get their ratings just skyrocketed, but it was something that was different. I always appreciate when I see something different. Even if it doesn't work, even kind of fails, I do appreciate people trying to do something to reinvent, you know, so it doesn't get stale. You know, you can be successful with just a basic, sitcom laugh track. You know, people familiar with that. But let's break the mold a little bit. Let's do something a little different. So whenever someone does do that, I do appreciate it. And it doesn't always work. Yeah, I get that. I understand that is a risk. That's why I'm calling it a risk, you know, take risks. I would like to see TV shows take more risks. Like, okay, Avengers, for example. What if shows, back in the day, what was the show that did it? Pretender, what was the other show called? That, dang it, they did a crossover one show. It was on a different network and everything, but they actually did it. They did a crossover episode. And I haven't seen that too much lately. Then again, maybe I just missed it or something. But, you know, crossovers and connections and stuff like that. You know, what if J.J. Abrams had like 3 shows ongoing, and then at the same time, then they all connected in some big thing or something? He would pull it off, you know.
See, that's something that we see a lot in comic books.
Yeah.
So that's like, I guess it depends on what you're trying to do. If you have a TV show, and let's take from the recipe of what comic books are doing, or let's do something that video games are doing. You know, so I think it just all depends on what it is you're trying to obtain. Because if you're not trying, I think the shows probably had the most success with the risk thing would be a show that has a particular vision set out, a story to tell, and then we're done. Like, for instance, The Last Airbender, not the movie, you're talking about the TV show, Avatar. You know, they had it set up. This is our story, beginning, end, 3 seasons.
Yep.
They're done. Boom. What the heck?
Oh, sorry about that, guys.
We just had a technical issue.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway, sorry about that. The computer just went black. But I guess that was the screen.
It's
anyway,
fine.
what was I saying? Yeah. So shows like that, like for instance, a show that to me its first season was the best, and I don't think it did any more justice after that for me. There's maybe season 2 of it, but Heroes.
Oh,
season 1 had me. I was like, this is the greatest show ever. And then, of course, we know after a while it started dwindling down, falling out, because I think they were trying to push it past. Maybe they had. I can't speak for.
I think the writer's strike hurt it a little bit, but yeah, it just kind of went off the rails. It just kind of got ridiculous.
I don't mind shortening. Yeah, we want something to go on forever, but I don't mind the whole plan of let's write it out from the beginning, and then boom. And then you, of course, would say, well, we want the show to go on forever and ever. Well, then let the same creators do something like J.J. Abrams does and comes up with a new show idea for every network every other season. You know, in some J.J. Abrams, he did Lost. That was in and of itself just kind of a revolutionary show. Then he do a Fringe, it's about to end now. Didn't get as popular. Then you have the copycat shows who try to and it's weird because all right, someone took a risk, it worked. Then everybody tried to copy it and fails. What was the show that The Event that tried to copy Lost and failed miserably? It was sad, but so then you have people trying to copy and copycat. Make an original idea, take a risk on it. If it doesn't work, okay, I'm sorry. I apologize for giving you that idea and it failed. I really am sorry, but he apologizes for blowing your millions of dollars in your budget. This is coming from a guy who has 0% budget right now, so it's easy for us to say because right now we're the consumer and we want to see something.
Yeah.
That's why I say, you know what? That's why, in my opinion, let's take our risks on the lower budget stuff.
Yeah.
Like YouTube,
if you are YouTube,
stuff like that.
You're trying to become a YouTube star, trying to do something, start a web series. Just go all out. You have an idea, go for it. If it doesn't work, okay, there's no real risk there. At least no money risk. Okay, make it flamed and raged on in the comments, but whatever. Just take the risk and do something fun. We're taking risks every day. We can come with new ideas. Let's just do them. Let's have fun. Let's do it.
As much stuff we can pack into one channel as possible. And this is see what happens. Because again, it's your passion. That's what you do. But again, for some people, it's their bread and butter. That kind of thing too. So I understand why you wouldn't want to take a risk. But if you can, it'd be really cool.
So don't be afraid, guys. TV networks, take a risk.
Listen to the guys who have 0% budget.
I have no experience in the TV industry.
None whatsoever.
We know
exactly what we're talking about.
Exactly.
Want to know why? Because we started as a consumer.
We sure did.
And one day, we'll probably be owning your studio. You don't know. Maybe.
I don't want NBC though.
Well, I'll take it and make it doper. And change the letters to something else like BBC Network,
Barnes Brothers Channel. BBC. No way, that's British broadcasting.
Well, hey, they don't need it anymore. We'll take it from them.
What are they watching? I mean,
wow.
Okay, that's not bad. All right.
There goes our British
audience. Look at this. Batman cup. Boom. Yeah, apple juice. Yeah, I go hard with it. Go hard minds.
Yeah, so that's our thought on it.
Yeah,
I think I'm a little bit more. I understand. I'm in the more defense column. He's the guy who's raging. Who's like, you need to change.
Okay.
I understand.
Take it out of context.
It'd be cool, but I understand why you're doing it. So I guess that's it for us here. Right?
Yeah, that's it for us.
Wrap this up.
Yep. This has been Jalen and Zell. Your face has just been rocked.
Blech.